Well, good afternoon. Wayne again, Wayne's Old and Rusty Stuff. I'm starting to put the Cub back together. And here I just finished my last coat of paint yesterday. I'm so glad to be done with the painting part. Now I'm sure I'll just be touching up scratches and different things as I put things back together. But I've got the wheels ready to go here. These platters will be going onto the rims today and hopefully onto the tractor. I like to get the tractor up on its own wheels. I've already put on the front wheels. It's still on jack stands, but I'll be letting that down here pretty soon. So I started working on the platform, and the goal here, of course, is just to start putting the tractor back together, and I have to kind of remember what goes first. So that's been a little tricky because I just don't remember. It's been so long since I had this tractor apart that it's hard to remember what goes first and what goes second and so forth. So I'm just gonna kind of think it through, and I started putting the platform on. A bunch of these bolts were so rusted I had to use smaller sockets and pound them onto the heads to break them loose. And so I destroyed a lot of the bolts. Fortunately, none of them broke off inside the threaded part. So I had those bolts in the places so they got painted. So most of my bolts are already painted, which is nice. But I can always go back and touch up the heads of bolts and so forth if I need to. So the platform goes on, and the battery box and the seat post all are part of that. Those, one bolt holds all of those things in a stack, so I got to make sure and get everything in there that needs to go in. The other thing is the platform, the pedals have to go on as well. Two of the pedals hook onto rods on either side that hook up to the brakes in the rear wheels, and then the clutch. I never did take the clutch pedal off. You can see it right there. I do have to adjust it though, but I left that on and just took the platform and then the other pedals off. So I'll be putting the pedals on today, and that should go pretty smoothly. The only thing about the pedals is it looks to me like you can see that black section of the rod, the brake rod. That's all greasy and nasty, and it's sticking out of that housing, and I think I had it pushed in all the way. But there's a cotter pin on the other side that has to be on this side of the support under the platform. So I kind of goofed up by pushing that in when I painted. So I'll have to degrease that little section and then touch that up with a spray can later. I hate doing that. Hopefully the paint matches perfectly, so I don't have a bunch of blotches all over the place. Anyway, once I get the platform and the pedals on and the seat post, I'll put the seat on, and I've got a few parts to put here and here, the stops, so I'll have to unbolt these and slide those on and then tighten them up. I've got the hydraulic pump to put on, and its connection to the hydraulic block. And then I've got some big rods that hook together some of the this mechanism for the hydraulics, the hydraulic block. And down inside here is the main plunger, and there's another one back under here. And both of those have to have a little boot over them. And the boot that I bought was leather, and it's really hard to put on there. You got this little tiny wire you got to wrap around and tighten, and it's a real headache. I wish I had just got the rubber ones. The one I took off was leather, so I put on leather ones, or bought the leather ones, but I haven't been able to get them on there successfully because they're kind of stiff. So that's a little bit of a problem. Also, I haven't gone through the radiator yet. That'll be a piece that I'll need to check out. And there's some posts and some other things there's also some hood supports that hook in right down here in these two little holes, and these little holes have broken off rusted bolts in them that I haven't been able to drill out yet. I need to get some decent drill bits to do that. I think the one on the other side is okay, but this one, that support's not going to hook up very well to that. So I'm going to set up the camera as I move through these, and then I'll speed up sections that take forever, just so you can kind of see this thing coming back together. I'll be back. I did mention earlier that the hood did not turn out as nice as I had hoped. And it's hard for, I mean, it looks beautiful, and you know, part of me wants to just move ahead with it and say, hey, it's a 80-year-old tractor, it's just going to be that way. But it's really my paint job that got muffed up, not necessarily pits or, you know, imperfections in the metal, although there are a few dents that show through. There's one right down here, there's a couple, and there's one over there. Not bad though. And you know, they look, the whole hood looks fine, except it has this sort of an orange peel finish to it. And I've been told by some folks that you can rub that out with some wet sandpaper at very high grit level, like 2000 or so. And that just sounds like an awful lot of work, so I'll be looking into that to see. The hood's not going to go on for a while because I got a lot of other stuff. In fact, I want to start this tractor before I put the hood on, make sure that the engine rebuild works and that everything else works the way I'm hoping that it will. So the hood, I'm going to need to figure out what to do about that. If any of you got an idea, I'd be happy to hear it, so send me a comment. Anyway, that's I'll set up the camera and we'll get going on the rest of this. Alright, I'm ready to install the rear wheels, and because this side of the tractor is so much heavier than that side, because the core is off center, I learned this when I was taking the wheels off. You gotta take this one off first and then that one, because if you take that one off first, then where you jack the core is still heavier this way, so you end up not being able to get close. You just can't do it. So I'm going to put that tire on first to add the weight to that side, and then I'm going to jack up this side to put the wheel on this side. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm doing it right now. So I'm going to slide in the right rear wheel. All right, we're all set up to raise this side of the tractor now. So I'll do that and then take the jack stand out of the way and wheel in the other rear wheel. All right, I'm going to attach the seat next. Bolt started. I think it's because I painted the nut side. So let me clean these up. I'll be right back. Well, I'm still working on the Farmall Cub. It's coming along. I've got, as you can see, I've got a hydraulic apparatus. I've got the tow bar, the seat, the battery box, the toolbox, all assembled. And really our process right now is trying to reassemble things and put things back the way they were. I've got the hydraulic line and the hydraulic pump up here attached and on the tractor. I've got the pedals. I still got to install the springs. Of course, I got the deck on, and let's look around this side. Oh yeah, I put the starter on. Starter right there. And I've got the lower radiator hose on. There you can see that with the painted clamps. So we're moving right along, and things are coming together. This part of the process is kind of tedious though. There's just lots of little parts, and I got to find the screws and make sure those have been painted, and it's just kind of a tedious process. Takes a little while to get things going. So I'm gonna take you in the shop here. I've got all the wheel weights are painted and ready to go, and of course the hood, and the hood looks great, but it has sort of a texture to it. I'm not very happy about it, how it turned out. I mean, it's beautiful and it would probably be fine, but I might toy around with some really high grit sandpaper and wet paper and see if I can't knock off some of the highs and the peaks in the paint and maybe rub it out to a smoother surface. I've painted it about 3 times now, plus 2 coats of primer, and it still just doesn't look that great to me. It's you know, the rest of the tractor I think has the same kind of finish, but most of it's over cast iron, and so it looks like you'd expect it to look. I also have it up on the tires and getting ready to move it around. So I've got the lights to put on, some of the hydraulic lift bars, the air cleaner, the dashboard, and over here I just have some other assorted little parts. Fan housing, the rods for starting and for choking, and a few other things. And then over here I have a couple of parts that I really haven't even touched since I took this thing apart. You can see the fan blade, the 4-blade fan with the pulleys and 2 belts. One of them runs the generator, the other what does the other one do? I'm not sure what the other one does. I think it just runs the fan off of the pulley on the front of the engine. So then I've got the alternator, or the generator here, and I got the magneto here. I just need to clean these up. I don't think I'm going to paint these. Certainly the magneto's going to stay its kind of silverish color. I'm going to paint the fan blades black, but I need to clean them up and degrease them. And then the generator, I think also should be painted black, so I'll be trying to pull that together. In my painting process, as I mentioned, I had lots of nuts and bolts that I kind of didn't think about until too late, and so I've been spraying those using this box with little holes in it, and that's working okay. It takes, you know, a 24-hour turnaround when you find a bolt that needs to get painted, so you can't attach it until you degrease it and then paint it and then wait for it to dry. So it kind of takes a day. So I try to gather up you know, sets of bolts and nuts and washers and paint them all at the same time to try to get them through the process. Alright, well, I just wanted to show you where we are, and I'll be degreasing and cleaning up these 3 parts here this evening, and so I'm going to set up the tripod and go through that. So I'll be back in a little bit.